Ancient Demon Lord Rimuru by Mertinator1905. 9. Future Plans. And that's how I got here. Rimuru just finished explaining everything, from the point where he was bored in his office and CL's suggestion of creating a parallel world and turning back its time. But as he finished his explanation, he was met with silence from both Chloe and Hinata, who still looked traumatized from her first encounter with CL. This silence kept going for several minutes, and Rimuru started to feel worried. CL, is it possible that they don't believe me? No, master. It seems that they're either processing it or try to apprehend what you just told them. Now that I think of it, these aren't Chloe and Hinata from the original timeline. The original ones would know that it's not that hard of a thing to pull for me, but these, especially Chloe, is on her journey to become stronger and save me. How sweet she is. Sensei. Yes, Chloe. Does that mean the war? Yup. Everything ended. In the end I managed to kill Ivaraj, and we achieved world peace. Everyone's safe and sound, even Yuki. You know, after Jahil's attack we thought he was dead, but in the final fight he made a good entrance and helped us against the angels. He died in the end, but as a reward for him, I revived him. He is now married to Kagali and has even children. The empire you were so worried about is also a peaceful country now, with Masayuki as the emperor. Even though he doesn't like it that much, I give him a lot of manga to keep him happy. Lightning hero Masayuki. So he really was that strong, Hinata finally decided to speak up. Oh right, she died while fighting Granbell, she doesn't know much about Masayuki. Not really. He has strong skill, but he himself isn't that much of a fighter. I offered him to teach him personally to cure my board, to help him as a friend, but he declined, saying that he rather would live a peaceful life. Sensei, does that mean you're safe? You won't die, am I hearing this right? Chloe, who had teary eyes, asked with a trembling voice. This girl went through a lot, didn't she? Yes, little Chloe, I'm safe and sound. As for dying, if I had stayed in my office any longer, I would have died from boredom. Maybe my parallel existence is experiencing that right now. Before Rimuru could finish, Chloe jumped over the table and hugged Rimuru and they both fell from the chair. Sensei, I'm SSO glad you're SSAFE, I'm SSO glad. Chloe muttered in Rimuru's chest while she was sobbing. Rimuru couldn't help but pat his beloved student's head and return her hug. He knew how much she had to endure, how many time loops she had to go through just to save him. Chloe was acting like a child around Rimuru, but after witnessing how she was around during this time, acting as the nameless hero and looking for a way to save him, he realized how much she has grown up. No hardships for you anymore, Chloe. Chloe, still sobbing in Rimuru's chest, let out a smile but didn't let go off Rimuru. While Rimuru and Chloe were on the ground, Hinata felt troubled. After hearing what Rimuru had told her, she felt happy that the world has become something she always wished for. But she was worried because she couldn't feel her skills anymore, none of it. Her usurper and mathematician, which was used to name Chronoa, weren't there. So, Chloe, what are you going to do now? I know in previous loops you tried to do everything again and again to ensure that the outcome was the same, but that's not a problem this time. I changed this timeline a lot by just becoming a demon lord around this time. What are your plans now? I want to stay with you, Sensei. Chloe said, while strengthening her grip around Rimuru. Right now that's difficult because I first have to talk with Milam when she wakes up and settle everything here. I don't know if Guy will be okay with you staying here, you know. But I promise I'll visit you soon, is that alright? Chloe, at first hesitant, thought about it for a while, but then she nodded with a smile. I'll be waiting, Sensei. If you break your promise, she said while wearing a scary smile. It sent shivers down Rimuru's spine. She gives the same vibes as Shuna when angry. Seal, make sure that I don't forget about my promise. As you wish. After convincing Chloe to let go of him so that they can sit again, Rimuru now turned his attention to Hinata, who for some reason looked troubled. What happened, Hinata? You're still as ignorant as ever, Rimuru. First you steal my power and then, before Hinata could continue, she realized that Rimuru's right eye had a glint of red in it for a moment, and she stopped, panicked that it might be her end if she continued with whatever she wanted to say. What do you mean, steal your powers? I don't have my powers anymore, since I was separated from Chloe. Rimuru was perplexed. He didn't. But then he remembered what Seal did while in control. Seal. Did you have to go that far? But master, she has. I know Seal, I know. But you know about Hinata's Tsunere behavior well enough. And even if she wants to, she can't kill me. So can you give her her powers back and, wait, let's is her first. Hinata, I can grant you your powers and your saint body back. But first, what do you want to do? You could either live in Chloe's body, like in previous loops Chloe made, or live with your own. If you choose the second option, your relationships with others will change, like with Luminos, the Holy Knights and so on. What do you want to do? Hinata, hearing this, had no troubles deciding. I want to stay in my own body. It's better than being trapped in someone other's body. And besides, I don't want to be trapped in Chloe's body when she hugs you and all. I still don't like you. Hinata said, the last part with a blush on her face. Sensei, Hinata is really a Tsunere, you know. She was always nagging about you but was worried when I told her about my time loops and how you died. Chloe said, looking mockingly at Hinata. I don't like him. Stop telling lies. Hinata yelled in embarrassment and threw a cold glare at Chloe. But Chloe just replied with stretching out her tongue, which angered Hinata even more. Before they could continue, Rimuru intervened. Come on, now, you two. Hinata, then I shall grant you your powers again. It will maybe feel weird, but bear with it. And he transported her into his imaginary space, where Seal will handle the necessary procedure. After it was finished, Hinata came back, with her powers regained and even stronger than before. Thank you, I guess. She said, but didn't look directly into his eyes. No problem, I can't leave humanity's defender defenseless and powerless, right? Hinata nodded. Chloe had a smug look on her face, for some reason. So, will you return to Luminos? Yes, I guess. We've been out for some time, and she'll freak out if we don't return soon. Great, now that I have a body, I can endure her obsession even on my own. Hinata added, with a pained expression. I can put you back in Chloe if you really want to, Rimuru replied jokingly, but stopped as he realized Hinata's serious expression. Sensei, can I tell Luminos about you? I told her about you from the future, but now that you're here. Ah, no problem, I think she already heard about me. You know, they announced my name as the new Demon Lord and all. But don't tell her I'm from the future. You could maybe tell her that an anomaly happened, and I reincarnated here this time. Sensei, you're terrible at making up lies. But I don't think she would care at all. I mean, it's Luminos we are talking about. All she cares about are her roses and Chloe, Hinata indifferently added. Alright then, I'll leave it to you. I'll come by soon to visit you. Maybe I'll even invite Luminos to join the Demon Lords while I'm there. Do you think that's a good idea? Before Hinata could finish, Chloe butted in. Yes, Sensei. I'll be waiting for you. Alright, then let me send you back to where? Rimuru asked, because he didn't know if they first wanted to go somewhere else or directly to Luminos. To Luminos place, if possible, Sensei. Alright, here you. Wait, Rimuru. What is it, Hinata? Hinata looked embarrassed and was facing the ground. She hesitantly opened her mouth to make her request. Do you have some food from your original timeline you could give us? I missed it already. Rimuru, who was expecting far worse, let out a laugh before nodding and pulled out some food from his imaginary space and handed it over to Hinata. Here you go. Thank you, I guess. So, then I'll see you both soon. Take care. Take care, Sensei. And with that, Rimuru teleported both of them to Luminos Castle and let out a sigh. Now I have to think about what to tell the others.